Welcome to Go to Gaming, and possibly the conclusion to Persona 1? I'm not sure. I don't think this is the final dungeon, but I also don't know how close we are to the end. So, I mean, we could be coming up on it. I don't know. Let's find out. There's only one way to find out, right? So, where were we? It's been almost a week since we played this. Alright, these guys... weak to electric, nuclear, gravity, and blast. I'll probably just do this. Boom! Nice. That's right, the main character is getting all kinds of XP from doing that. Right. Looks like a dead end that way. So Xenoblade Chronicles didn't make it here yet, so we're playing Persona 1 tonight, obviously, instead of that. Oh my god. So powerful. Seriously getting so much XP on the main character. Alright, let's stick to the right for now. You know, the longer it takes us in here, the more we grind, kind of the better, honestly. Yeah. Megadola just takes out everything that's not immune to it. And then we follow up with some melee attacks for the things that it didn't kill. Stick to the right. These guys are weak to physical. Okay. I'll take the obvious dead end first. Going right first. Oh, the XP for the main character. Level up! Wow, the next level is 40,000. Alright, sorry, we were working on Dex next, apparently. Dex and agility. Speaking of, I think in Final Fantasy II, when we get back to it, we kind of want to do like a... work on our shield skill to get our evasion up higher. But we'll deal with that when we get back to Final Fantasy II, which will theoretically be like a month from now, because Xenoblade will be here before the next stream. What in the world is that? Okay. What was that move? Level 42. Just keep working our way through this. We could grind in here pretty much infinitely, and it's giving really good XP, so all the better if we do, honestly. this is a dead end up here. Oh man, everybody's sleeping. Including the incubus. That's funny. This is a dead end too. Let's just check these off our map here. These guys are... yeah, they should just go down easy. Done. Alright, the men in black. No special weaknesses or anything. Just stick with our abilities here. What's I'm missing going on here? Nice. Such a good ability. It'd be hard to give that up, actually. So, this game, so right now we are chasing down Kandori here, right? This is Kandori's little base of operations as a newly formed god that he seems to think he is. And I think we may catch up with Kandori here. This has the feeling of maybe being the end of Kandori's line. I don't think Kandori's the last boss in the game, though. We still gotta deal with the little girl. I feel like the little girl is a bigger threat. Possibly something else behind both of them. Shin Megami, Tensei games, including all the Persona games, you tend to have some sort of god behind it all, right? Like you'll have the culprit for the game, which in this case may be Kandori. But then you'll also have some sort of deity that's been pulling strings, right? I'm not sure who that deity would be in this case. I don't know that we've really been introduced. But then, you know, in other Persona games, you're not necessarily directly introduced to the deity until like the end of the game. Sometimes there's hints about it or mentions of the deity, but you don't really know that you're dealing with that person until you get to like the final boss or the final dungeon. And this may be like that. See how it goes. Like Persona 3, you knew about the deity for quite a while. But like 4, not so much. 5, not so much until very close to the end, right? The good news is that our team, with its current setup, can pretty much breeze through these fights in here, so exploring in here should be a breeze. We're getting such good XP, I don't mind exploring. Especially on the main character. This one ability is just like dominating most things around here. Sexy dance. Yes. Charm has probably caused me the most trouble throughout the game so far. You don't really hurt each other very much with Charm. It's mostly just that you lose your turns, but it's still pretty nasty. Hey, Godly Snack, how's it going? I should have healed.
No joke.
Nice. How many turns did she just get in a row? Deal. This is a cool looking dungeon. Hey Shadow, how's it going? I don't think I'm in the last dungeon, but I think I'm in the last couple dungeons, maybe? Like, we're coming after what is ostensibly the final boss right now. We're heading after the guy that we think is behind all this right now, but, you know, he's not going to be the final guy. How you doing tonight, Shadow? Alright, so we might have almost finished this floor. Do that so we can see the stairs on the map. Welcome back, Godly. You were doing annoying adult stuff. And you gotta do that every now and then. I had to go back into work today. I've been working from home since the whole quarantine thing started, but I am back in the office nowadays. My first day back. They're still letting me, like, basically stay away from everybody. I kind of just go to my office and stay away from everybody else, but I am in the office at least. This is a pretty big floor. Like, there's still a place over here we didn't look at. A big dungeon. I'm imagining that place we didn't check way over there is just like a dead end. I was really hoping to start Xenoblade Chronicles tonight, but like the game was supposed to be here theoretically on release day, right? I pre-ordered it, but it got delayed, you know, and so I knew I wasn't gonna get it Friday. But I thought I would have it by now, right? Like on Friday, I got a notification from UPS, like with the little tracker, that the game is in town. It got in town on Friday, and then it's just sat there. It's not gonna move until tomorrow. Apparently it's supposed to be here tomorrow in time for the stream. But like, it literally got here Friday, and then didn't do anything with it. It didn't move Saturday, it didn't move Sunday, which I think they're closed Sunday, like UPS, right? That's fine. It didn't move today, but tomorrow they'll finally take it from there to here. This is driving me crazy. I keep wanting to play it, and I keep having to put it off, you know? Like, I understand packages getting delayed and taking some time. It just seems weird to me that, like, from when it was shipped, every day it moved, like, from this city to this city to this city, getting closer and closer. And then once it got to my city, it just took like a 3-day holiday and hasn't moved at all since. Oh, we need to heal. Like, for serious. It's so easy to level my main character right here. I wonder if I should just like get some levels into him while we're in this situation. Another save point. Especially if we're heading towards like a big boss, maybe we should grab the levels while we can. Sometimes when a game's making it easy to level, it's for a reason. Sometimes not. You know, this is a remake, a remaster, whatever. Maybe they retuned it and just made it easier. I don't know. Yeah, I always think the arrival day as a suggestion. That's a good policy. I mean, normally I would have just like, you know, picked it up at the store. Like, I could have gotten it digitally, but I've been trying to get my games physically, you know, when I can. So that I always have a physical copy. I don't have to worry about one day them like taking the game off a server somewhere and you not being able to download it anymore. We actually have more than one Switch at our house, and I don't have to worry about like which Switch is it on or anything, or whose account owns it. You just will have it, right? And normally I would just go and like, you know, pick it up from the store. But with the whole coronavirus thing, I tried to order it. Didn't think it would be that big a deal. Even with all those levels, I'm still getting wiped out sometimes. That's true. Maybe all the more reason to keep leveling. Speaking of levels, there's level 50. We get back our SP fast enough, we get level here indefinitely. I'm liking these new Persona that I have. We could also work on getting some newer Persona, you know, based off of the spell cards here. Once we get more levels under our belt, that just means we have more room to get stronger Persona, right? A noob has reached its max rank. Learn the Carbondra. Nice. Always nice to have. Alright, these are dead ends. Let's go ahead and take them off the map. The demon spoke to me. It's a full moon, though. I'm in a very foul mood. That's my double. Couldn't you give me something? One lifestone, sure. Alright, these guys are wise, gloomy, snappish. Gloomy. We did condescend, I think. Yep. Working out. Awesome. Spell card. There we go. There may be a thing in this game, like, we don't really have like a compendium, I don't think. But there can be a thing with like getting a spell card from each enemy. Because if you look at an enemy, I think you can tell whether you've had their spell card before or whether you have it now. And like maybe getting their spell card and like entering them in the compendium kind of thing. So if you wanted to like get every persona, you would want to have gotten each demon's spell card at least once or something. We haven't really been that diligent with the contacting part of the game. Yeah, no XP for getting cards, but getting cards is essential to, you know, the game. It's kind of one of those things that, like, a lot of games, you know, when they add a thing like that, they don't give you XP for it, and then later, in newer versions of the game, that kind of thing will give you XP. Kind of like in World of Warcraft, like mining didn't used to give you XP. Nowadays, you get XP for mining and picking herbs and stuff. You know, nowadays you get XP for capturing Pokemon, not just for killing them. Didn't used to get XP for capturing Pokemon. Sex and dance. Yeah, nowadays you get experience for capturing Pokemon. Yeah. Also, you pretty much get XP share early on for free. Pokemon games nowadays. Yeah, we should do Pokemon on the stream at some point. Add it to the list, right? Add it to the list. Like games I want to do on the stream at some point. Tales games. We'll do Tales of Arise when it comes out. Pokemon games. Mario games. Like, I like Mario, just in general. I can see myself playing through some of those later. When speaking of Mario games though, like next month or two, the new Paper Mario is coming out. And like, is it in July? Sometime soon. I should play that on here, just because Paper Mario. I love Paper Mario. I mean, Pokemon was never hard. I don't really feel like it's gotten harder or easier. It's just always been an easy game. It's gotten a lot more convenient. There's a lot of convenience features added to it. but I don't think that that kind of thing really affects the difficulty of Pokemon so much. It was always an easy game. Pokemon's not about difficulty. Set of stairs over here. Let's just mark it on our map and keep exploring this floor. We're about done with this floor, actually. Yeah, it's the thing, like, if you want to make Pokemon harder, you can do that. And that's why things like Nuzlocke were invented, right? Max rank, Azure Cessation. Cool. It's getting time to find some new personas, really. Stop like auto-attacking them when it moves that can't hurt them. What am I doing? Talking about Nuzlocke, not paying attention to what I'm doing. Speaking of Nuzlocke, I was looking at for the later personas that I've already beaten a couple times. Like doing some kind of like Nuzlocke-esque thing, because I mean, let's face it, Persona is basically like demonic Pokemon in a way, right? But I don't know, Nuzlocke doesn't really translate well to Persona. One thing I was considering is doing like maybe some kind of run where like I can only get so many new Persona. So like I have to like actually level up and power up the ones that I do get. Like a lot of the newer Persona games have good ways for like raising the stats and stuff on your Persona, so you can like nurture a low-level Persona into being powerful if you want to put the work into it. But I don't know how much fun that would be to watch. So the only person who hasn't maxed theirs is you. We do need to get new Personas. Something to look into, I think. Need to get more cards.